Attention in the pits, attention in the pits. We are getting ready for vet practice. Make your way down to the track for vet practice. All vet riders down to the starting gate to get your practice underway. Vets, make your way down. Practice about to start. Race 29, Mini Senior 2, 12 to 14-year-olds. Get your bikes down to staging. We're going to get going as soon as vet practice is done. Five-minute call. Vet practice. Vets, Make your way down to the track. Your practice is about to start. Race 29, down to staging. Race 29, mini senior 2, 12 to 14. Race number 30, 51cc, 5 to 8. Get ready. Make your way down to pre-staging. Attention in the pits. Vet practice is starting. If you are a vet and you need practice, now is your time to make your way to the track. Race 29, you should be in staging. Race 29, mini senior 2, 12 to 14, in staging. Moto 29, race 29, mini senior 2, 12 to 14, in staging. You are being loaded into the gate. If you are in race 29, mini senior 2, 12 to 14, make your way down to the starting gate. You are getting lined up in the starting gate. Race 30, 51cc, 5 to 8, will be in staging. Race 31, open B. Make your way down to the track. You're in pre-staging. Race 29, mini senior 2, 12 to 14-year-olds are being loaded into the gate. Race 29, mini senior 2, 12 to 14. The gates are being loaded. If you are in race 29, you should be in staging, getting ready to load the gate.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got race number 29 locked and loaded at the gate. It's going to be fast and furious pace. Please pay attention. Be down at the line in time. Don't be late to the gate. Know what class you're in, and have a nice day. So as we're finishing up the vet practice, we're going to go into our opening ceremony, the national anthem. And then day number 3 of the 2017 AMA AZ Open, brought to you by Moto City, will get underway.
Attention in the pits, attention in the pits. We are getting ready for vet practice. Make your way down to the track for vet practice. All vet riders down to the starting gate to get your practice underway. Attention in the pits, attention in the pits. We are getting ready for vet practice. Make your way down to the track for vet practice. All vet riders down to the starting gate to get your practice underway. Vets, make your way down. Practice about to start. Race 29, Mini Senior 2, 12 to 14-year-olds. Get your bikes down to staging. We're going to get going as soon as vet practice is done. Bit of wheel spin heading up to number 9. It's a little moist out there.
A little moist. That'll make the track work in and be a great track for all day of racing. Great job by the ACP track crew, Bobby White, Brian, and number 21, Sean Martin.
Actually, I bet it was Talon felt his bike getting a little heavier, suspension maybe not working properly. He came up short on purpose just to knock a little weight off.
Well, maybe that could be, but that's a risky chance. And speaking of Chance, he was taking a chance because Chance Hymas was right behind him.
Hawkins still has about a 1.8-second lead over Hymas. Another mistake like that from Hawkins. Hymas going to pull right up to him, if not pass him. And it's number 50, Manuel Moreno, with the fastest lap at a 2-minute even.
You know, Chris, just like you were talking about, is exactly replica of the first moto, same order, you know, Hawkins, Hymas, and Moreno. And that was the finish as yesterday.
They're making the math easy on us.
Now, Varola doing a lot better, got an 8th yesterday, and is currently in 4th. Blake Garner with a 5th. And he's actually in 5th. Once again, the numbers.
All right, here we come down Devil's Drop, number 8 around the Turby Sweeper. And right into step up number 9. We'll see if last lap. Yeah, Talon just not getting the drive like he wanted.
The triple up.
Yep, decided to hold back a bit. And you can tell those inside lines are probably still a little moist, a little wetter than these little bikes can handle. So they are going around the outside wherever they can, trying to find a little bit of dry, a little bit of traction.
All right, guys, we need race number 30. Race 30 down the line, 51cc, 5 to 8.
White flag is out for Talon Hawkins, Chance Hymas, and Manuel Moreno. Last lap on Moto 2 for the Mini Senior 2 to 12 to 14-year-old.
I'll tell you right, who's got the power right now? It's a 71. Talon Hawkins triples up on 7. Chance Hymas in the second slot on the Kawasaki as they drop down Devil's Drop, number 8. And Manuel Moreno in the third slot. Talon Hawkins looking good, looking smooth for the most part of the race. And here comes your leader, bringing it on down home on the 71 Husqvarna Fast House. Talon Hawkins takes the win. We're going to set it on down to the winner's circle with Shan Garcia. And this is brought to you by Moto City.
Thank you there, J.P. Parsons. We will let the 71, the fast one, on that Fast House, packed gear and machine, looking really good. Talon Hawkins, man, good ride for you. You got a big old smile on your face, just the way to start out the day, huh? Start out the morning.
Yeah, dude, I just had so much fun out there. The track's really good right now, a little slick, but just try to ride a smooth race, and just had a lot of fun.
All right, he's got a huge smile on his face underneath this helmet, this great looking showy. And, man, your gear and your bike, you look really cool, sharp looking. Congratulations on this moto win. Here's your hat. How about some sponsors, buddy?
All right, dude, I just got to thank Spy, dude. Without them, dude, I wouldn't be able to see out there. Like, their tear-offs, their laminate tear-offs are just so off the hook, dude. And I got to thank them a lot.
All right, Talon. Good going, dude. Good interview. And, man, we'll hope to see you up here on that championship run. You got one more moto, and you're all smiles, so keep that positive flow going.
I will.
All right, Talon Hawkins, number 71, the moto winner here. Send it back up to you guys in the broadcast booth.
All right, we are back with race number 30 on the track. Race number 30 on the track, and it is Austin Camden leading them around. He was the moto winner yesterday, wrapping up Moto 2 this morning, and they'll be back on the track later this afternoon for Moto 3. Race 31 should be loading the gate now. Race 31, Open B. Race 32, Mini Open, 9 to 15-year-olds in staging. Race 33, 125cc, 12 to 16-year-old BC class should be in pre-staging. Reminder, no sight laps today. Once you're at the gate, once that gate drops, you're racing. No sight laps. It is Austin Camden, the 191 in the lead, followed by the 525 Cole Blecka. Third place, 09 Jesse Shedden. And fourth place, Brandon Eade. Fifth place, 338 Zach Carmichael. Sixth place, 37 Alex Nelson. In seventh, 87 of Grayson Townsend. Eighth place, Reese Seba. Ninth place, Gavin Rainey. And rounding out the top 10, the 515 of Jackson Heim.
Hey, don't forget all you vet racers. We're going to have some ASV $50 off gift certificates from Bob at ASV. So we're going to donate a couple of those to the vet classes, and we'll let Chris Vancers and JP Parsons dictate the Tower of Power giveaways. We're going to reward some of you vet racers because, after all, those vet racers are the ones that go into the local shops and support the products out in the motocross industry.
Bribes are welcomed.
Do I? Yeah, bribes are welcome. Exactly. You may deliver a box of pizza up here to the announcers, and we may kind of sway that prize your way.
Our live feed getting a shot of Austin Camden as he was giving a look over his shoulder, see what kind of lead he had. It was about just under 4 seconds last lap around over Cole Blecka. They're coming around to complete lap number 2.
All right, here comes our leader through the finish line, sweeper 191, Austin Camden. 5x525, Cole Blecka. And a 14, Brandon Eade. Nope, no, Jesse Shedden in third, Brandon Eade back to fourth, Zach Carmichael in fifth. Right now, looks like it's Austin Camden in control, winning Moto 1. Sporting that O'Neill motocross apparel.
Race 31 in the gate, open B. Race 32 should be in staging, mini 9 to 15 open. Race 33 down to pre-staging, the 125cc, 12 to 16-year-old BC. And we're getting a good look here on the Moto City live feed on azopenmx.com of the 09 Jesse Shedden. Looks like he is battling it there. Second place for Cole Blecka. Shedden with a sixth place moto finish yesterday, trying to improve as much as he can, give him any kind of chance in third moto later this afternoon. But right now it is Austin Camden, our moto winner yesterday, our moto leader today.
Cole Blecka in the second slot, taking second yesterday. But it is a pretty close-knit.
Yeah, all of a sudden.
They're not too far
Austin
apart.
Camden's allowed these guys to come back into play here. Cole Blecka, Jesse Shedden battling for second, push their way up to Austin Camden. He must have made a mistake somewhere to slow him down a bit. And we got the white flag coming out.
So, man, Chris, anything could happen this lap. Austin Camden's lead has been shortened. Cole Blecka right behind him, followed by the Jesse James Shedden.
Oh, and Shedden coming around the finish line. Washed out. That's going to take him out of contention. The top three of the... Getting a good look there. Austin Camden coming down Devil's Drop, far right side, carving his own line. Of course, that line won't be there by the time they line up again this afternoon. The track will be a little drier, a little rougher for these guys later today. But right now, it is Austin Camden in control of Moto number 2 of the 51cc 5 to 8-year-olds.
Well, Chris, and he's doing it so convincingly that, with his first moto win, he is in the driver's seat here for this championship. So I can't wait to get up there and talk to him on the podium. He's always a fun interview and always smiling, and we're going to find out what he's going to do with all those sun hats, these AZ sun hats. I'm going to see if he's on.
Christmas is coming up, Shan. One for Grandma, one for Grandpa. He's got backup.
He's got backup. Well, we're going to find out if he's going to give them to Grandma and Grandpa or his wife. Share one with his wife.
Checker flag is out. Austin Camden, Moto 2 winner, and he is heading to the podium to have a little conversation with Shan Garcia.
All right, we're going to get Austin Camden up here on the podium. Come on up here, buddy. Dad helping get Austin up here with the bike. Come on up here, Austin Camden. Dad, you can stay up here, too, and hang out with us. Hey, Austin, man, great ride for you. How'd that go?
Pretty good. It was really muddy.
Really muddy, but that makes for great skills, learning how to ride in the mud, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? You've won several of these AZ Open hats. Now, let me ask you something. Are you going to give a couple of these to maybe your grandparents for Christmas, or maybe just share one with your wife back home?
Maybe not my wife, but
You're not going to give one to your wife, but maybe your grandparents for Christmas. That'd be a good Christmas gift.
yeah.
You You are married, though, right?
No.
Not yet, huh? I thought word on the streets was you got married last night.
No.
Okay. Hey, how about your sponsors? Who all do you want to thank, buddy?
My mom, my dad, my sister, Cobra, O'Neill, Asterisk, Dunlop, Bell Helmets, Blur, Protaper, Roostem X, Bellray, Nos, CP Racing, Pat, 765 MX School, Jock Sock, and that's it.
All righty, Austin, Camden, man, that is a long list of sponsors. You and your dad have a good program put together, really cool. And you're in the driver's seat here for the championship. One more moto to win here in this 51. What's the game plan? Just to ride real smooth and smart?
Yeah.
All righty, Austin, Camden, getting it done. Dad, we're going to give you this. Make sure he gives that to his grandparents for Christmas. Something cool, you know. All right, Austin, Camden, we're going to send it back to you guys up at the tower. Chris Fancers and J.P. Parsons.
All right, we are in the gate with race number 31, Open B, waiting for the rest of the little guys get off the track before we let loose. Yesterday's race winner, Joe Shimoda. Track was a little bit drier yesterday morning for his first moto. It was probably a little wetter, so anything can happen.
And second place was the 55 of Austin Black.
Third place, Matthew Hubert.
Fourth place was O'Neill's 127, Braden O'Neill.
Rounding out the top 5 was Frankie Martini.
From Escondido, California, where martinis are the #1 drink. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, you're hungry or thirsty, we got our food vendor right across from the pavilion, actually registration, and the Kids Fly Zone is open.
Just waiting for the track to clear so we can let the Open B class loose on this Arizona Cycle Park track. And they're off. And it's the number 28, Levi Newby, with the whole shot. And I see a red bike there in second place. Is that Joe Shimoda? And that is Joe Shimoda in second place behind our whole shot leader.
You know, Chris, you look at the results yesterday, the 28 in Levi Newby coming in ninth, but like towards the end of the day, all of a sudden he picked up his pace. He won a moto yesterday and got a whole shot in this class.
He won wire to wire in the, I can't remember which class it was yesterday, but I remember that yellow bike hitting the whole shot and then getting the checkers.
Yeah.
But we also have Austin Black, our second place finisher yesterday. Usually right up front, I saw the yellow bike. I thought it was Austin Black.
Yeah, because Austin's normally up there, but right now it's Levi Newby being chased down by the 47 Team Geico Power Sports Amsoil. Smoking Joe Shimoda. Oh, look at this.
I think that's what we call an excursion. A little brake check there by Joe Shimoda as he railed around that outside to get by Levi Newby.
Well, that was kind of interesting. Joe Shimoda
That
looked
was.
back at him and go, what?
Yeah, Joe had that inside leg off the peg, but it was hanging back around his rear wheel instead of by his front wheel.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, right now, here's the top 5. Joe Shimoda on the 47 Honda. In second place, Suzuki mounted number 28, Levi Nube. Third place, the Yamaha rider number 127, Braden O'Neill. Fourth place, Yamaha rider 47, Matthew Hubert. And fifth place, Troy Lee's KTM number 50, Max Lee.
I don't see Austin Black coming around the finish line. Wonder if he had some bike issues yesterday that keeping him from lining up this morning. But when next time we get a good look here on the Moto City live feed, get a look at Levi Newby. He had a nice clean number plate from that hole shot, and Joe Shimoda took care of dirtying that up for our scorers here. So,
Well, at least he started out clean. Now, whatever happens during the race, it's kind of out of anybody's control. But he did the right thing out of the gate.
yeah, race 31 on the track right now. On the gate is race 32, Mini 9 to 15 open. Race 33 in staging, 125cc, 12 to 16-year-old BC. Race 34, make your way down to pre-staging, Open A Pro Sport. Yes. Yeah, Shimoda opening up a little over a 2-second lead in that lap over Levi Newby. Matthew Hubert rounding out the top 3.
Well, as you see, his lap 149.7. Joe Shimoda with the fast lap time so far in this moto. Yesterday he turned in a 145, but the track conditions are a little bit moist, not quite as much traction. So we'll see as it develops during the day.
As this track,
some faster
as
lap
this
time.
track dries out, yesterday we saw Joe Shimoda on a bit drier track, and he was laying down low 140s. I wouldn't be surprised we see the in 2 races coming up, or 3 races coming up, that Open A Pro Sport, the track should be primed for them. I bet we'll see low 140s, maybe a high 139. Yeah, got a Valley Car Group replay here on the Moto City feed. And we saw where Levi Newby made that mistake, had to take that off-track excursion. It was just enough for what Joe Shimoda needed to move his way through and into the lead. Yesterday's moto winner and leading this moto right now, Joe Shimoda, putting himself in contention in the driver's seat for that overall for the Open B class. White flag out for moto leader here, Joe Shimoda. Levi Newbeck coming around again, was about a 4.7 second lead last time around, up to 6 now.
Wow.
Well, and he's put the fastest lap time of 1 minute 49. So Smoking Joe Shimoda is actually really smoking the competition and this race course here. The 47 on the factory connection. Amsoil Honda backed machine.
Yeah.
He's making it look pretty easy, Chris.
If you're racing later today, make sure to check out the Moto City live feed. You can see what kind of lines Joe Shimoda's taken. Maybe incorporate that into your moto later today.
So right now, ladies and gentlemen, it's still out front. Joe Shimoda, Geico, Power Sports Honda, Amsoil. We watched this young rider over the years develop into the level right he's at right now. Checkered flag 47, Joe Shimoda. And we're going to send it on down to Shan Garcia at the winner's circle.
All righty there, J.P. Parsons. Thank you, Chris Manser. J.P. Parsons. We're going to get Joe Shimoda up here on the podium. Another solid moto win here on day number 3, race day number 3. Great ride, Smoking Joe Shimoda, man. How's the bike running? Looks like the suspension, everything's clicking really well for you.
Yeah.
Let him clear his face out.
Yeah, it works really good. It's muddy out there, so kind of it slides a lot. Just keep on the gas, push on the foot peg, not too much slide, and I don't know. It was good.
All right, how about your sponsors, bud?
Thanks to my mechanic Cameron, mom and dad, 60, 100%, RXR, Alias, Asterix, and Alpasar. Thank you so much.
Okay, Smoking Joe Shimoda. Here's another Sun Hatch, Joe, and we wish you the best of luck here in this Open B class next moto. All right, he's Smoking Joe Shimoda. He's trying to clear his face out and get off the podium as quick as he can, get back to the pit. So, JP, Chris Manses will send it back up to you in the tower.
Thank you, Shan. And right now we have race number 32 on the track, the Midi 9 to 15 Open. We had Manuel Moreno, our second place finisher yesterday, grabbing that whole shot in front of the 41 to Noah Gordon, followed by the 832 Chance Hymas. And it looks like that is the way they're running right now. Moreno racing that first moto today, so the track, some lines developed, but probably not as dry, and he was laying down the fastest laps in his previous moto, just didn't get the start. This moto, he has a start, and he looks to be running away right now.
He may have a little bit more track time than all the other riders. Some of the other riders may have not been on the track yet. I think Hymas was. But right now, it's the 50 of Manuel Moreno in the lead.
Looks like Hymas moved into second place past the 41 of Noah Gordon on this opening lap of the Mini 9 to 15 Open. This is their second moto. Hymas finishing first yesterday, Manuel Moreno second, and right now Moreno first, Hymas second. So right now they are tied on points, but still a few more laps to go before this one's all said and done.
And it was Moreno yesterday winning that ASV Inventions $50 gift certificate. So he's already coming home with some product discount coupons, and now he's leading Chance Hymas exactly where he wants to be. So with a second yesterday in the first moto, Moreno could be set up for the championship run here, guys.
It's those ASV levers he just got.
That's
making
right.
him fast, shift faster, brake better, ASV. But Hymas is trying to reel him in. As they come around, we'll give you an update on my laps as far as the timing. Hyman's taking a little bit different lines than your leader, Manuel Moreno.
Tripling out of that rhythm section. I don't know if he meant to do that or the way that number 3 roller shapes up to kind of kick. He may have just carried a little too much speed, and all of a sudden he realized, hey, I'm tripling out.
Oh, Hyman's right on him. As they go up number 7, the double step up.
This will be fun coming down number 8, Devil's Drop. See
Oh.
what lines it take if they crisscross.
We've seen that happen a lot. But still out front, Manuel Moreno, fouled by Chance Hymas.
Oh, both opt to go to the outside. I think Hymas just lost a little bit of time going to the inside there, getting it where maybe the lines aren't quite developed, and that mini just kind of getting sucked down into the wet stuff.
Yeah, you're talking about wet stuff. These podium interviews, all these racers so far said, man, it's really, really wet out there, really moist, really slick, and got to kind of do that on these early morning preparations, and late last night's preparation. That way, the track holds together all day. So this track is going to shape up, and then over the course of the next few motos, the sun's going to really do its job, and it's going to make for some great midday traction with some really loamy soil, guys.
And it's completing lap number 2, Manuel Moreno out front, but it's with Chance Hymas with the fastest lap. He is making up some time on Mr. Moreno.
So right now, ladies and gentlemen, out front, it's the KTM rider number 50, Manuel Moreno. Second place on a Kawasaki number 832, Chance Hymas. Third place is Suzuki mounted number 45, Slade Varola. Fourth place is KTM rider 101, Gage Wilcox. Fifth place on a Husqvarna 107, Jordan Dowell.
White flag is out for moto leader Manuel Moreno, followed by Chance Hymas. And it's Moreno now with the fastest lap, getting under 2 minutes, a 158.8.
Wow, that's about 2 seconds difference. So maybe the track is drying out.
Drying out, and
we still got about 3/4 of a lap to go. Still out front, the 50, Manuel Moreno. On the Kawasaki number 832, Chance Hymas.
bit of kicker there on that third roller. You saw Manuel Moreno getting a little front end low. I think Hymas saw the mistake, and he's trying to get up on that rear wheel, see if he can force another mistake on Moreno so he can go 1-1. But as they stand right now, it is tied on moto points.
Check this out, Chris. He's reeling him in. He knows he's got to do something. Does he go down to number 8, Devil's Drop? But still, Moreno. Okay, inside, Chance Hymas. Outside, Moreno. Through the Chirby sweeper.
Those inside lines may be firming up, shaping up a little bit for these little bikes to get around quicker. Oh, they're playing a little cat and mouse. Manuel Moreno looking to try it.
Something happened I don't know what happened with Emmanuel Marino.
Oh, he was looking back. He was looking, I think, to kind of block pass or find out where Hymas was going. But Hymas said, "No, I'm going through."
I think he's got a mechanical difficulty. He went from speed to putting. Well, a switch up.
Hymas making a last lap pass on Manuel Moreno, who's pretty much led this whole thing to take the moto win. And with yesterday's moto win, he is sitting in the catbird seat for the overall. He's heading to talk with Shan right now. Shan, keep an eye out.
All righty, we've got Chance Hymas up here on the podium. Made a last-second pass. Looked kind of like a block pass on Manuel Marino, number 50. What an excellent ride. Marino led this thing all the way till nearly the end. Take us through that pass, Chance.
Well, it was kind of a dirty pass. He was trying to block past me, and a lot of corners trying to block me. And he did that in that corner. I cut under him. Then I stuffed him in the next corner. I made a mistake, and he went over the berm.
Yeah, he went over the berm, but it was a beautiful pass. That's motocross, and not the first time and not the last time that's going to happen in your career.
Yeah.
How about your sponsors? Who's all in your corner?
Everyone, Tungan, Kawasaki, Fly Racing, Tow Power Sports, Western Power Sports, Scott, Pod, Alpine Star, Renthal, Install, RMX. Everyone I forgot, thank you.
Okay, here is your AZ Open Sun Hat. Great ride, and we'll look forward to seeing you back up here on the podium in the third moto.
For sure.
All righty, Chance Hymas winning that 85-9 to 15. And we're going to send it back up to you guys, J.P. Parsons and Dano Legier.
All right. Out front's going to be the 19 of Cameron Geyer.
That was a 3-horse race to that whole shot.
That was a cool shot, man.
That was
We were sitting there, man. Chris and I were going, how cool is that? Three abreast, bar to bar, going into the first turn.
On that Moto City live feed, you just saw 3 of these guys holding it on as long as possible into that shot. First shot, I think it might have been the 601 Otto Burton edging out the 19. But right now we have race 33 on the track, the 125cc 12 to 16. Getting in the gate should be race 34 Open A Pro Sport. In staging, race 35 65cc 7 to 11 Open. And then we're going to wrap it around back to race number 1 Open C in pre-staging. It's the 19X of Cameron Geyer coming through. Cameron Geyer, our 5th place finisher yesterday, leading him around here in Moto number 2. And in 3rd place, it is the 421. Or maybe it was 412, the Tatsushi Kawakami on that Yamaha in 3rd, and trying to get a number 109 in 2nd place, Gavin Leachman. And it looks like Leachman going around the outside, making the pass, grabbing a tear-off down Devil's Drop.
Yeah, if I'd done that, I'd been down on the ground.
I would pay to see that.
Thanks, bro. All right, back to race action. The 9 double step up. It's Gavin Leachman out of Encinitas, California. for the Blue Crew. You know, Shan, in about 3.5 months, we're going to see a lot of these guys in Texas at the James Stewart Spring Championship coming up in March.
All right, we've got the 109 Gavin Leachman in first, the 19X Cameron Geyer in second, third place the 427 Deegan Palmer, fourth place the 601 Otto Burton. Rounding out the top 5 is the 42 TJ Olselman. Sixth place, number 97 Colin Davis. Seventh is the 250 Nolan Stallings. Eighth place, Kyle Epperson. Ninth place, Travis Howell. And the top 10, Colton Zeller. Getting a good look on the Moto City live feed of the 427 of Deegan Palmer. Just in front of him, the 19X Cameron Geyer. And Gavin Leachman, I think that first lap, he maybe thought it was a parade lap, and then he decided to turn it on for lap 2 because he's over just about 4.5 second lead in first place right now. All the front runners doing that big step up double after 5, heading up into turn 6. You still see it's still a little wet out there. Not a whole lot of lines developing leading up to that step up in 7. We're watching the battle of second place here, the 19X of Cameron Geyer, followed by the muddied front number plate of the 427 Deegan Palmer, which means, you know, he's been close enough to make some sort of move on Geyer.
Boy, good jump right there by the 427 of Deegan Palmer. Oh, makes a little mistake.
Oh, he just stuffed it into that wet inside
Well,
line.
it just went like boom, and then twisted the throttle back out. But he got within striking distance.
Yeah, Palmer has a spot now. If he can stay close and for this next lap until he maybe out jump him again and get a better drive into that corner up on top of number 9.
And TJ Usselman out of Texas in,
White flag is out.
I think, in the 4th slot.
Last lap for these 125 BC riders.
Open A Pro Sport to the line.
I think Palmer was saving that one last tear off to make a final run here on this last lap.
Well, that's the way to gauge it. Got one more tear off for last lap. Palmer still trying to get around the 19X Cameron Geyer.
Both of them going for that uphill double, casing it. I think Palmer just lost it there.
Yep.
He got a little too deep in that corner, and that opened the door there for
T.J. Uselman.
T.J. Olsman.
But it was a good recovery there, by Deegan Palmer.
Olsman
Yes.
now into third.
And he goes through the HRB sweeper. Getting his sight set on the 19 exit, Cameron Geyer. But way out front is our leader, Yamaha Rider 109, Gavin Leachman.
Usman getting up onto the rear wheel of Cameron Geyer. Checker flag coming out for Gavin Leachman, but we are watching the battle for second place here. And it will be the 19X grabbing second in front of Usselman. Shan Garcia, take it down to you.
So Gavin Leachman doing again here, getting a second moto win here. Did you have any idea what was going on behind you?
No, I just knew I had to get in the lead as soon as possible, avoid all the chaos, and just ride my own race once again.
There was a street fight going on behind you, and then all of a sudden T.J. Uselman started to close up on your rear fender, but you rode an excellent race. You got the break you needed. You got out front, and he started really putting pressure. He was coming. So you may want to look at the highlight reels and check out some of the lines he was doing for your third moto.
Yeah, definitely. He's been riding really good, and I got to just ride my own race and just make sure I don't open up any of those lines so I can just get block pass or anything like that. But, yeah, for the next one, I'm just going to do the same thing and get back in the lead once again.
All right, Gavin, it's a joy watching you race, and we look forward to watching that third moto. And let's hear how your sponsors shake down.
Well, first I'd like to thank Dave Schmidt for helping me out with everything he's been doing. Helped me out with the suspension, TBT Racing, Find It Sports, NCY, Varner Motorsports, Liat, and everybody else. Thank you so much.
All right, Gavin, here's another AZ Open Sun hat for you. We look forward to watching the third moto. We're going to send it back up to you guys in the broadcast booth.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, race number 34, Open A Pro Sport with the whole shot, number 92, out of Athol, Idaho, Yamaha rider Ryan Brees. Brees getting fourth in Moto 1. So Karen Nairn not with a good start, currently in ninth place on lap number 1, race number 34. Okay, out front, ladies and gentlemen, Yamaha rider number 92, Ryan Brees. Second place on the Kawasaki 45, Michael Witcher. In third place, the 482 Honda rider, Riley Bro. Fourth place is going to be on a Yamaha number 250, Corbin Hayes. And fifth place on a Honda 522, Johnny Garcia. Sixth place, Yamaha rider 22, Colton Dean. Seventh place, Yamaha rider 11, X Grant Wall. Eighth place on a Yamaha 153, Carson Carr. Ninth place, Husqvarna rider 11, Karen Nairn. 10th place on a KTM 25, Slater Colby. 11th place, Yamaha 129, Mason Olson. And in 12th place, Yamaha rider 559, Noah Hickerson. Rounds out the race.
Yeah, yesterday's finishes, we got our 1-2 runners, Kieran Nearin first, Slater Colby second yesterday, running just inside the running 9:10 today.
How weird. Both those guys were up front. Now they're in the back. But they got 4 more laps.
We got race 34 Open A Pro Sport on the track right now in the gate, 65cc 711 Open. Then we're going back to race number 1 in staging, Open C. Race 1 in staging, Open C. Race number 2, Schoolboy 1, 12 to 15 BC in pre-staging.
Okay, right now, Ryan Brees with a 150.7 lap time. And he's got already about a 5-second lead over second place, the 482 of Riley Bro. 5 seconds, 5.5 seconds, one lap. He's picking out those drier lines.
Yeah, you can start to see those outside lines have been getting used because the inside lines being a little bit wetter. There's those outside lines drying out. You start to see some dust popping up. It's just a matter of time before those start really breaking down, and they're going to have to go to the inside and start building up those lines.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Brees has stretched at his lead to almost 7 seconds over the second place of Honda rider number 482, Riley Bro. Corbin Hayes on the Yamaha number 250 is in third. Michael Witcher fourth. Grant Wall fifth. Johnny Garcia sixth. Carson Carr seventh. Colton Dean, Karen Nairn, Slater Colby, Mason Olson, Noah Hickerson. All right, we got Racing Jason up here, man. Put the heat on us.
Go check out the Photo 13 Media rig located on the west side of registration. Get those early morning, nice golden sunrise shots with the desert in the background. Show all your friends back east what December riding is like here in Arizona.
And Photo 13 Media. They got 5 screens you can choose. It's like a buffet.
So be the first up there. Put your picture on all 6 screens.
All right, so the lead is dropped to a little under 5 seconds. So Riley Bro making up a little bit of time over Ryan Brees, your current leader. Third place is Corbin Hayes. Fourth place, Grant Wall. Fifth place, Michael Witcher. Sixth place, Johnny Garcia. Seventh place, Carson Carr. Eighth place, Karen Nairn moves up 1 slot.
It's too early. My head hurts from last night to try and do any kind of math on what it's gonna be like for the third moto for this Open A Pro Sport.
I tell you what, that's a tough one. It's like Ryan Brees, your current leader, got fourth yesterday, currently first. Karen Nairn, winning Moto 1, is currently eighth.
And the second place finisher, Slater Colby, yesterday in 11th.
So third place, Grant Wall, is in fourth, and he got a third yesterday.
I'm no rocket surgeon, but I think those
It's
points
Brees
are going
and
to
Wall.
get jumbled up here. in a
Oh
bit.
yeah, in the third moto, definitely is going to be the shaker. But right now, the 92 Yamaha rider, Ryan Brees,
I can tell he got the whole shot. You know why?
his number plates are clean.
Exactly.
And white flags out for the 92 Ryan Brees. 1 lap remaining of this race number 2034 Open A Pro Sport. And we'll see what my lap says. If anybody's moved up a little bit. Karen Nairn moved up into 7th. Brees looks over his shoulder to see where the rest of the pack is. Still keeping his focus. So, ladies and gentlemen, the moto win is going to go to the number 92 Yamaha rider, Ryan Brees. We're going to send it on down to the winner's circle with Shan Garcia.
Check sound, check sound. Okay, we've got Ryan Brees up here on the 92. Let him get his helmet off. Ryan, welcome to the podium, man.
Yeah, thank you. I haven't been up here all weekend. It's kind of been a struggle, but I'm having fun out here. It's cool.
I was going to say, Kieran Nairn's pretty much dominated this podium, and it's good to see somebody else up here. You got a fourth in Moto 1. You just won convincingly the second Moto. What is your game plan for Moto number 3?
I want to keep today just consistent, and if we're up on the box, we're making money, and I'll go home walking away with that. That's fine for me.
Yeah, I see that big smile when you mention money. How about your sponsors, man? Who all is in your corner?
I got to give you a huge shout out to Rockwell Watches and the whole Nuclear Blast team for letting me come out here and ride my local Yamahas. I mean, I've been training for Supercross for 2 months, and it's cool to shake it up with these amateur guys for sure.
Right on, Ryan. We'll let you get back to the pit, and best of luck to you in the Moto 3, okay, buddy?
Yeah, thanks, guys.
All right, Ryan Brees, your second Moto winner in the Open A Pro Sport. J.P. Parsons, Chris Vancers are going to send it back to you up in the studio.
Gate just dropped there for race number 35. Final Moto 2 races of the day before we head into race number 1, Moto 3s. 65cc 711 Open out on the track, and it was Parker Ross, followed by the American flag with that whole shot.
I think maybe more kids will be thinking about, flying the American flag on their backs. Sure hadn't heard Parker Ross. He's been up at the podium so many times this weekend for the 2017 AMA AC Open, brought to you by Moto City. All right, ladies and gentlemen, going to give you a quick rundown. Out front is the Cobra Rider number 2, Parker Ross. On a KTM number 14, Jackson Butte. Third place, Husqvarna Rider number 180, Landon Gordon. Fourth place on a KTM 926, Everett Clark. Fifth place on a KTM 511, Dylan Belcha. Sixth place on a KTM number 12, Alvin Hillen. Seventh place on a KTM 74, Brock Smith. Heck, they're all on KTMs except for a Cobra and a Husqvarna. Eighth place is the Flying Finch number 67, Carson Milliken. Then followed by Andrew Schultz, Dylan Drake. Out front, due to 1-footer, is the Parker Ross. All right, here comes your leaders through the finish line sweeper. Out front is the number 2, Parker Ross. Jackson Butte, number 14, in second. Followed by the 180, Landon Gordon. Fourth place, Dylan Belcha. Fifth place, Everett Clark. So this will end up our second set of motos. And we're going to need race one, open C, open speed, down to the gate. Race number 2 is going to be Schoolboy 1, 12 to 15. Race 3, 65cc 7 to 9 limited. Race 4, 65cc 10 to 11 limited. Also, for you vet riders, we're going to put you in between race 6 and 7. That will be your first moto, 25 plus, 40 plus.
So Parker Ross, number 2, making it look pretty easy, J.P. Parsons and Chris Vancers, as he runs that American flag, and we're going to find out if he did his family genealogy research to see if somewhere down the ancestry tree he is related to Betsy Ross. It probably is his great by times 10 grandmother who did in fact design the American flag.
You know, in Texas, you know, we had Superman Larry Reyes, and out here we got Parker Ross, the American flag.
Yeah, Superman Reyes, he wore that Superman cape every single moto when he was a little kid.
You know, and you try to get him, man, just one more time, and he just kind of, I've grown out of it. He didn't say anything, but he goes, I think I've grown out of that. I just not cool, but it was when he was younger, on 50s.
Chris, what do you have, buddy?
I would say Parker's a little young, so maybe he's Private America.
Yeah, exactly.
Not quite old enough to be Captain America yet.
Captain America. So right now we have race 35 on the track. It is the final moto of the second sets of motos, and then we'll jump into race number 1. Race 1 is loading the gate, and that is going to be our championship crowning motos. Race number 1, should be down in the gate. This will be the third set of motos coming up. It'll be the championship crowning motos, champagne bottles, cactus, hand-carved wooden cactuses, as well as and then we'll also be given the number one plates as well as champagne and plenty of awards up at the registration tower for a lot of you racers. So just when you get your champagne bottle, your number one plate, and your cactus, don't forget, you still can pick up prizes and awards and contingency awards up at the registration tower. So right now it's Parker Ross, number 2, running that American flag, getting the checkered flag. I'm going to send it to myself in the 65 711 open class. Make my way to the podium as Chris Vancers and J.P. Parsons, they have fallen asleep at the wheel. They're literally both sleeping in the tower. Somebody get those boys a box of pizza and maybe a 12-pack of Coors. So Parker Ross going to come on up here, join him. Hey, man, tell you what, that was a really good ride. But I got to know, we're up there talking about the American flag, Parker. Did you go back home last night and get on that computer phone and do that research I told you about Google, thing called Google? Did you Google the American flag and Betsy Ross and find out if she's related to you? Is that your great-great-great-great-great aunt?
No, my phone was dead last night.
So you still couldn't do the research?
No.
Okay, well, let's just hope that she is your great-great-great-great-great aunt or grandmother. How about that?
Okay.
Proud of you for running the American flag, also winning this moto. How would you like to thank your sponsors? Who's all in your corner helping you out, buddy?
I want to thank my mom and dad, CP Racing, Cobra, NorCal Cobra, Nut Up, Fly, Testa, Scott, Dunlap, Alpine Star, Mika, DT1, and Kroll.
All right, cool deal, Parker Ross. We hope to see you back up. You're in the championship run here. You're in the championship run, so what's your game plan for Moto 3?
Just get a good start and hopefully win it.
All right, cool. Parker Ross, we'll let you get off the podium. Best of luck to you, my friend, and we will see you guys up in the broadcast booth.
All right, we got a little bit of a lull here before race number 1 gets underway. A little bit of track prep, a little track maintenance going on. We'll come back here to start day 3 of racing. Moto number 3 for race 1, Open C. Race 2 should be in staging. Schoolboy 1, 12 to 15-year-old BC. And race 3, make your way down to the starting gate for pre-staging, 65cc 7 to 9 limited.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are into final phase, phase 3, day 3 of racing right here at Arizona Cycle Park, brought to you by Moto City. And this is where championships will be crowned. So, win a championship, get your cactus. We got the track master down there, Bob White, tuning up the track for you riders. And it's been a great weekend, great weather all weekend long. And for the most part, a great group of people, except for that Shan Garcia guy. Of course, a big shout out to all the flaggers. You guys, from our viewpoint up here, you guys are doing the best job you could possibly do. All the track personnel, the scorers. And, of course, Bobby White doing the track maintenance along with Brian. And, of course, number 21, imported from Houston, Texas, Sean Martin.
So we're taking a little pause for the cause, a little track maintenance, and what you are watching online is some highlight replays brought to you by the Valley Car Group. These are some previous motos that have taken place over the past few days. And there's been, as J.P. Parsons said, excellent race action all weekend here at ACP in Buckeye, Arizona.
Beautiful Buckeye, Arizona. We're in the desert.
You're taking a look at the 191 Austin Camden. Extremely fast little 50cc racer. And again, a little pause for the cause, a little track work.
And look at this.
That's a good line right there, man. I like that line.
Levi.
So when we return to race action, it'll be the third sets of motos. It'll be the third sets of motos, the championship crowning moments coming up here in just a few moments. We've got race number 1 loaded in the gate. Shan Garcia, J.P. Parsons, and Chris Spancers bringing you the action. Brought to you by Moto City. You can check out all things Moto City at azmotocity.com.
I tell you what, it's been a blast. I mean, like, Friday night, the crazy tricycle races, and last night, the demolition dodgeball.
And Rob Milliken, the front man for Shock Sox, blew his ACL out last night in the dodgeball game.
And then got pounded.
He got pounded and pelted in the face. Pretty funny. The ACL blown out.
Yeah, it'd be cool if somebody had a video of that. We do it in slow motion.
It would be cool. And I have a feeling the boys shooting the crew last night, the film crew last night, probably got the footage.
I hope so. Sorry, Rob. We just like to pick on you a little bit.
And it was his brother last year, Rustin Milliken. He got hit so hard with a dodgeball last year, it looked like he got tased and kind of flopped in the air like a fish. So the Milliken clan, although they've tried to play dodgeball, they're really not great at the sport. So, and this is no joke, we're reaching out to some doctors and get some MRIs, but when we get Rob Milliken back to Dallas, but he really blew his knee out, his ACL last night in the dodgeball tournament. And JP, I'm just glad you and I weren't out there because we would have really destroyed all those little kids and teenagers and adults. You and I mean, our agility and athletic skills are second to none when it comes to dodgeball.
Well, it's all that yoga we do.
And other things.
Yeah.
So we have the bikes fired up here for race number 1 in the Open C class. And I'll tell you what, JP, it has been a joy to watch number 98 on the Husqvarna. Devin Bates out of Las Vegas, Nevada. He has won both motos.
Yep.
So in this Open C class, he's got to be up there on the gate knowing the championship is in his grasp. Hopefully he does not have too many jitters and butterflies. But Devin Bates, with a pair of moto wins.
If he gets third or better, he can win. For the calculations, Cameron Brown got second, Lane Tibbs third, Tyler Jones fourth. But it's Devin Bates with a 1-1, and the gate has dropped.
And we've got a 6:13 The 213 of Donovan McBride, the 213, grabbing the hole shot there. Donovan McBride on the Suzuki out of St. Helens, Oregon.
Well, he's got a lot of good hole shots this whole weekend on that 213 Suzuki.
So where is Devin Bates? He is in the driver's seat here, but, you know, as I mentioned, JP, nerves. It's the novice class. It's the open C class. There's a lot of nerves, a lot of jitters going into the championship run here. But it is the Suzuki of Donovan McBride, who set with a pair of 8 moto scores, an 8th and a 6th, heading into his 3rd moto. So Donovan McBride not in the championship run. It is, in fact, Devin Bates. And Devin Bates has to get up, as you said, JP, into at least the 3rd place position.
Who is that in 3rd place? I don't know if that's his shroud that's flapping in the wind or maybe just there's no front number plates. I'm guessing a first corner mishap.
No,
I'm not really sure, Chris.
No, he needs some Loctite. No, his number plate's still hanging on there, but you can't read it.
I thought there's a shroud. It's the front number plate.
It's the front number plate.
For
Oh,
second
great.
Place.
We're gonna hear some flack from the scorers.
So could that be Devin Bates? It's a white bike, and it could be the Husqvarna of Devin Bates. So we will see. How about that, man? You're running in for the championship run, and right off the bat, your front number plate comes off. We're just anticipating and suspecting that it is Devin Bates.
It just fell off.
No, it's the 43 of Cameron Brown. Cameron Brown with a 3-2 moto score. So Cameron Brown having a phenomenal ride. Where is Devin Bates at?
Where is the number 98?
Cameron Brown and Donovan McBride do not care.
McBride trying to play spoiler to possibly Devin Bates as they're coming across the transponders here. Devin Bates is in 5th place.
Chris, you got a really funny look on your face. What is going on mentally? Who knows, huh? It's a tricky question. Chris Vansers just has no comment. So Don McBride out front and Cameron Brown in 2nd.
Brock Cruz in 3rd, Tyler Jones 4th, Devin Bates 5th. So right now, Devin Bates with a 5-1-1, and your leader, 213, Donovan McBride, actually had a 8-6, so he's basically out of contention. The closest one's going to be Cameron Brown with a 3-2-2 right now. So as our MyLaps shows up on our screen, ladies and gentlemen, we got the overall class results. Right now, Cameron Brown with a 3-2-2. Devin Bates with a 1-1-5. 3rd place, Brock Cruzen with a 4-5-3.
Oh, here comes Brown around. Cameron Brown.
Okay, so as it changed once again, now your current overall class leader is Devin Bates with a 1-1-3. Bates has moved up into 3rd. Cameron Brown is your leader with a 3-2-1. So if Bates stays where he is, he would be our overall class champion. But knowing Devin Bates, he probably move up another slot. But out front, it's the 43 of Cameron Brown.
Yeah, it's easy to go 1-1-1. You want to make it interesting. You want to make it memorable. Do what Devin Bates is doing. 1-1-3, at least as it stands now.
I know, man. It makes us announcers have to do some arithmetic.